Good morning you guys, it's Karen and I thought I would come and tell you about some favourites. I've got some really nice skincare, a couple of good hair care items and a couple of makeup items. So what will I start with? I'll start with the hair care. The first thing I've got is this. I bought the super skinny serum. This is the first time that I have bought the large size of this. I just love this stuff, and this is one of the oldest things that I own that I repurchased. Somebody actually left me a comment and said, could you do a video of the makeup and hair or the beauty that you go back to again and again and again? And I was thinking, there really is very little in that category. Some of that is because obviously I don't use like Rimmel and L'Oreal and things that are not cruelty free anymore. Otherwise I might be able to have more, might have more options. But it's also because, you know, makeup and beauty has moved on a lot and there's a lot of things that are better now, but this is one that I have been using for the longest time. And like I said, this is the first time I bought the full size bottle, because you can buy normally a little travel size. I used to get it in a set and it was a conditioner and then the little travel size serum, and this lasts so long. So it's something that I don't mind paying a bit more for, because this will last me years. And this is meant to make your blow dry faster, and I really do feel that it does. And it just, my hair always feels great afterwards. It's actually quite good as a detangler. It doesn't ever feel weighed down. I love everything about this, and I think this might be vegan. The next hair care item is a real surprise, and this is the Aveda Volumizing Tonic. So I only got the little mini one. I can't remember if I got this. Bought some things in Jenner's in Edinburgh when I went, and I also bought a couple of things online. And overall, I have not been that impressed. Certainly with any of the conditioners and things that I've used by Aveda have not been, they've just been okay. So I used this and didn't have many expectations, but it is lovely as a volumizer. It's great because it's a spray. This is one, it does have a tiny jasmine smell, but it's actually a really nice scent. It's mixed with other things. You guys know I don't like jasmine scent. And I find a lot of the Aveda stuff just smells too earthy, too basic to me. I don't know if that's the right word, but I just don't generally like the scent of most of their stuff. But this one I don't mind, but it's so good. It just gave so much lovely volume, and I put a picture on Instagram or a video, in fact I think it might have been on a story, saying, you know, I just wanted to show you my hair after using this because it felt so lovely. And somebody said, and I think he was a hairdresser, that he uses this on his clients because it gives volume but doesn't make your hair greasy, and that your hair won't get greasy. And it's true, it didn't. A lot of things that I use, like if I use a mousse for volume, my hair does feel dirty quicker and greasy quicker, you know, but that didn't happen with this. So really like that. And this little bottle is 40 ml, so I'll try and link this mini one because it'll probably be less expensive. Okay, on to skincare. I've got quite a few skincare items here. So the first thing to show you is this by Urban Veda. Sounds a little bit like Aveda, doesn't it? And this is the Turmeric and Botanics Radiance Exfoliating Facial Polish. I got this in a Pip Box, so I'm actually thinking I might order another one-off box. I'm not sure I'm ready to subscribe to get one every month, but it is a brilliant idea. So the Pip Box is a cruelty-free subscription box, you know, and you get, I've got it up on screen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. So I got some facial oil, which was lovely. I got kind of serum for pores. I got, what else was in there? There was a little eyeliner that was really good. And I can't remember what else. There was something else. There was a couple of things that had fragrance in, so weren't things that I'm going to use regularly. But what I loved about it is it tells you about brands that you don't know about that are cruelty free. And so I would never have discovered this Urban Veda. And this face scrub. Now, I generally don't use something that is kind of scrubby, if you know what I mean. I would use more of a chemical exfoliant, but this is really gentle and it feels so lovely. But the thing that's got me is the scent. The scent, I've never smelled anything like it. It's just, it's so lovely. Actually, I'm saying I've never smelled anything like it. I have, because there is something comforting about this smell. And I was thinking, I was sitting in the bath like this, like breathing it in, you know, thinking, what is it? What does it remind me of? There's something about it that reminds me of someone special or something special. I don't know, but it's amazing. I wish I could explain it to you. And I was sitting in the bath thinking, how could I explain this? Is it kind of, it's a little bit aftershavey smelling, but I don't know. It's just so lovely. And it's a really nice even there where I've used it, my hand feels really soft, your skin feels really, really soft afterwards, but it's not, like I said, it's not rough at all. There's the tiniest little scrubs in it. Certainly can't smell turmeric. It says it's got marigold, papaya and coriander. I mean, if I read that, I'd probably not think it was going to smell nice. Anyway, I love it, and I am going to get the big size of this from Urban Veda. But like I said, that Pip Box, getting those 5 different brands, I had a look, and it's like I found this brand, and then the, was it called London? Oh goodness, I can't remember the name of the eyeliner, was London something, and it is a makeup brand, and I'm interested in their eyeshadows, you know, they look quite nice, and so it just introduced you to more cruelty-free brands, which I think is a great idea. So like I said, I might buy another just one-off box and see what I get in that one. Okay, so next I would be using my serums, and the next 2 things are things I've just bought actually. This is the Ordinary Matrixyl 10% plus hyaluronic acid. You guys know I wouldn't use hyaluronic acid on its own anymore as a serum, but when it's in with something it seems to be fine on my skin. It doesn't seem to ball up as much, but I really like this Matrixyl. I said to you guys I was going to use a peptide going forward for as long as I feel like using one, I suppose, and I used the first one I used was the Sub-Q by, it's not Indeed Labs, is it Hylamide, the Hylamide Sub-Q. I really enjoyed how that felt. It felt lovely. I didn't notice anything amazing. I know a lot of you think that it's really amazing, but I didn't notice anything. I then used up the Buffet. I got the Buffet from The Ordinary, had a really big size. That one I didn't love so much. I noticed that that one did ball up on my skin with some things. So I ordered another bottle of the Hylamide Sub-Q because like I said, I had enjoyed that. And I also ordered this, and I think I actually prefer this out of the 3 of them. So the Buffet, the Hylamide Sub-Q and this, I actually like the feel of this more. It feels a little bit more silky, and so far it hasn't balled up on my skin at all. So I'm really enjoying using that. I've been mostly using the Matrixyl one in the evening, and then in the morning this combination has just been perfect. So this is the Ethylated Ascorbic Acid 15% from The Ordinary. You guys know I love Ethyl Ascorbic Acid. I like the one by Hylamide, and I couldn't remember what I thought of this one, but I love it. So it just goes on, it's almost like an oil, and you rub it in and there's a little bit of a warming feeling from it, which quickly disappears. It's not uncomfortable or anything, it's actually really, really nice. And using this and then this SPF on top has been really, really nice. It's worked out as a really nice makeup base. So this is the First Aid Ultra Repair Pure Mineral Sunscreen Moisturiser SPF 40. So I did include this in the last review I did of all my favourite sunscreens, and I think what I had said about this was using it on its own, it isn't hydrating enough, which is true. And you guys know I don't want to use a moisturiser and an SPF. I want my SPF to be my moisturiser. And so using it with this, or I also used it, before I bought this, I used the Ordinary EUK underneath it. And you can see I'm nearly done with this and really, really enjoyed it. So those 2 together were lovely, but also I do just love the Ethylated Ascorbic Acid. It feels like, because normal vitamin C, you know, the actual ascorbic acid doesn't feel like anything, does it? It just feels like a normal serum. You know, I've tried this Timeless one and Skin Diva one, is it called? Skin Diva, and they just feel like a normal serum, but that one I just feel like, I love the feeling of that, and my skin feels so sort of nourished and bouncy after using it. The final skincare item is one that I just picked up on a whim actually. It's by Cosrx. It's called the Ultimate Nourishing Rice Overnight Spa Mask. So I managed to have a look at the ingredients and see that there was no perfume in it, and I thought that will be perfect for me as a night cream, and I've really been enjoying this. What I love about this as well is I can put this all over my eyes and there's zero stinging. Even if things don't have fragrance in, sometimes they do sting my eye area, or I'll wake up in the morning and my eyes will be streaming. You know, I do have problems with watery eyes sometimes. This doesn't cause any of that. It's just a really nice, it's almost a gel cream, but it is very, very hydrating. It's very soothing. It doesn't feel heavy. You know, it feels really light, but it feels like it's giving you hydration. I just have really, really enjoyed that. I just saw it sitting on the shelves in Boots and was like, oh yes, I'll definitely try that one. It's nice not having to order from, you know, somewhere like Yestel, which is great, but does take a long time to arrive. So I'd imagine you can probably get it cheaper online, so I'll have a look for you, of course, but this, I did get that in Boots. Okay, I've got 3 makeup items. So the first one is a brush. I don't very often talk about makeup brushes, but I wanted to tell you about this one because I have literally been using this for years and years, and I never use anything else for my eyelid makeup. And a lot of you asked me to do tutorials, by the way. Let me just talk about that for a moment. I generally don't do tutorials or get readies with me on this channel anymore, and haven't done for several years, really because it's just really difficult for me to do for lots of boring reasons, but it's difficult for me to do. I did recently though do a get ready with me on and put it up on my Patreon channel. I will sometimes do that. But the other thing is, I did do a video a couple of years ago called How I Apply My Eyeshadow, because I do not do my eyeshadow any differently. Every single look you see me in, like literally bar maybe one time out of 100, I might try something different. But 99% of the time, what I have done is put a beige colour in my crease, then I'll put whatever colour I'm using 3/4 of the way across my lid, and then I put a darker colour in the outer corner. And I do that exact way, the same blend in the same order every single time. So I did a video called How I Apply My Eyeshadow, so I'll link that for you, because any look you see on me, you can have a look in the description and I'll list the colour that I've used, the main colour I've used on my eyes, and then follow that video and you would get the look. So this is the brush, the Zoeva 237. It's called a Detail Shader. It's kind of fluffy, so it's not a completely flat brush, but it's really, really small. And I have got 3 of these, and this is what I use, like I said, for every single eyeshadow that I put on. I have used this for cream eyeshadow, liquid eyeshadow, pigments, normal eyeshadow, matte eyeshadow, everything I put on with this. You can really pack it on, or you can, you know, sheer it out with this. I put it on and then I'm able to sort of blend it into my crease colour, which is great. I normally, if I'm doing a look like this, like today, this is the Pat McGrath eyeshadow, and I wanted it to look a little bit more, you know, to stand out a bit more, I'll spray it with a bit of water, which I do with this brush again, and then go over it. It's just the best eyeshadow brush ever. I could not live without this. And so I wanted to mention it again because I've talked about it before, and say this is still the one I'm using. Then on to concealer. I wanted to show you the concealer that I have been consistently using. I thought I would use this up and then I will definitely buy another one, and it is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. And I feel like because this is a serum concealer, it doesn't show up lines as much. Now, it does still, you can still see my fine lines, you can still see my crow's feet. I don't think there's any concealer with any kind of coverage that is not going to show up your fine lines, but it is the least offensive of all of the ones I've tried, and it still has some coverage, but it actually feels quite moisturising going on as well, so I do really, really like that. And I have tried quite a few concealers over the last little while. I don't think I've talked about all of them, but I know I tried one from Revolution, which was a moisturising type one, and I can't remember the other one that I tried, but I've tried a couple and always go back to this one. So I will definitely repurchase this, the Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. That's what I used this morning underneath my eyes. And then talking of Revolution, my very last item is this lipstick, and this is called Illegal, I think. Yeah, Illegal. Now I actually put this on this morning because I thought it might match what I was wearing, but when I was watching the footage back to see how badly the sun was affecting things, I thought, oh, that's actually more pinky, more rosy than I expected, and so I didn't think it suited what I was wearing, and I took it off and put this lighter lipstick on instead. But I really like this lipstick. I think it's really, really pretty. It's unlike anything else that I've got, because I've normally got like a really deep rust colour, or a red, you know, it's just that kind of in-betweeny. I don't know, I really like it. And I actually really like the feel of this lipstick as well. It's not one that's been greatly reviewed. A lot of people are saying they don't like it, but it stayed really well on me. It felt comfortable. It isn't, this would be one that you would like if you don't love the drying effects of all the rest of them. It's not to say this is moisturising, because it certainly is not, but it doesn't 100% dry down. You know, you can still put your lips together and feel the movement of the lipstick. And so it's not as long lasting as other liquid lipsticks, but I do really like this. Did I even tell you the brand? It's the Revolution XX brand. So not, they're really inexpensive stuff. But yeah, I really like that. So I'll definitely wear that another time with different type of makeup on. Okay, that is everything. for my favourites. Yeah, that's everything. They were really quite exciting though, aren't they? I feel like I found some real gems there, and I honestly can't wait. I absolutely love using this face polish. It's really nice, and I'm going to have a look at the Pip Box. The great thing about the Pip Box as well is it's not like a surprise, like you can actually see what's in each box and order that box, which I think is lovely. I think it's £22. Yeah. £22, and you get £55 worth of product in each box. So it's definitely, like I said, value for money. Of course, you're not going to like everything in the box, but the thing for me is you find different brands, you know, that are cruelty free. So really, really good. That's everything. I will list all of my makeup, etc. in the description below, and I will speak to you again soon.